Squares beware everywhere. I'm JJ Fum from Online Podcast Show with JJ Fum and Junior, and that's Junior.
What's up, though?
Well, we're not gonna call this guy a guest because he's been on the show. I don't know, stream arguing with us.
This is the homie right here.
He's like a co-host, another co-host. He done did the way back when Scrap was alive. Big Scrap Dog, rest in peace. We done been at the voter registration. Oh, yeah. We didn't. I don't remember.
Bar Master
video. Woody Mammoth, rest in peace. And 500 Hertz.
500 Hertz. Shout out to Eric Lee.
Eric Lee for sure, no doubt. And also they did with Trady and G Perico. Mm-hmm. He did that. I liked that. That was good. That was. I ain't gonna get that was some good stuff right there. That was good material right there. But this here today we got Mr. King Crook. Mm-hmm. I like to call him Crooked Eye, but it's King Crook.
Straight off of Crook's Corner.
From East Side, Long Beach, California. Welcome, Crook, to stopping in today. Coming home today.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be here, man. Sit with you gentlemen again.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and I do appreciate, I don't know what you had planned, and I've been, trying to reach out to you. Mm-hmm. I know you got family and other stuff to be doing, and then coming back to the city, and I don't know where you stay at, but I know you probably drive a distance, or maybe not. But I appreciate the sacrifice you did. I appreciate that, man. You always, I don't know, every time I ask you, I'm getting nervous. My stuff is just tightening up there. But that might give me them calls like, yeah, fam, I'm going to need you right.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Hey, from you, man. We really gotta support each other over here, dog. We gotta support each other over here, man. Especially on the West Coast, man. I believe that unity and power in numbers and supporting, solid people supporting each other, man. That's just it, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm blessed to be being home, boys. I've been blessed with also with Warren and Trady.
Yes, sir.
And then my boy, stopping in and hollering. I appreciate, man. You was out there in the hot sun and COVID and everything.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was out there, man. We was trying to help get what's the name as mayor for the city of Long Beach, and city council and all that.
Yes,
he was on deck with Sean Brew, right?
Yep.
So, Junior, there you go. He didn't some more rap questions.
So you mentioned earlier about support that we got to do on the West. And my question is to you, driving into that lane, you think we support each other enough, whether it be music, any type of outlet, like we got our podcast, hey man, come hang out, or you might have something that you might, hey, won't y'all come through? Do you think we supportive on this side of the map, or it's kind of like every man for himself?
I think it's a mix of both. Some people support each other, some don't, but I feel like we could get a lot further as a coast if we did support each other more, because we have a lot of power and we don't use it. You know what I mean? We got a lot of people who might even divide the Bay and LA. You know what I'm saying? And that bridge need to be built, and that needs to be a strong alliance. You know what I mean? And then when you come down to Southern California and you got all these different MCs, these crews, these cliques, these executives, these managers, these show promoters, like, we need to start really supporting each other, because this is all we know how to do. And me personally, I just said, lead by example. That's it. You know what I mean? I just lead by example. I go and support my homies. You know what I'm saying? Off the rip. You know what I'm saying? And then that's all I do. When I leave here, I'm going to support another homie of mine, Technique, from the you know what I'm saying, used to be in the LBC crew, you know what I mean, Dynamic Certified. I'm going to go support him as soon as I leave here. So my whole thing is, just lead by example. Because if we get together, dog, and we just really put our minds together, sit down, man, we could really make even more history, because the West Coast is the best,
Yes, sir.
It's crazy that you mentioned how we have some weight over here with the promoters. And leading into that, you are from the West. You are a heavy artist out of a healthy city that has a lot of pull. How come we don't never see you on any type of shows or stage when you look at the bill, like, oh yes, oh Crook on there, or is it because you turn it down, or is it just, you know?
It's two answers to that. One is, for the past about a year, I've been turning certain shows down because I've been trying to get my health together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Very important.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my health on track because, you know, that's another thing hip hop need to talk about more is health, because it's 50 years of hip hop. Hip hop is getting older. And, you know what I mean, when you're getting older, it's time to really make sure that you A1. You know, we can't keep taking care of our vehicles better than we take care of our bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I started having some issues with high blood pressure and cholesterol, and all the years of drinking and partying like a rock star, you know what I mean, on the road touring, start catching up to me.
Ain't that a song you did? Party Like a Rock Star?
Nah, we had a song where we said something about the rock star, the Slaughterhouse song.
Yeah, okay.
It was called The One.
Okay.
Shout out to DJ Khalil, he produced that, man. He's a beast. But anyway, yeah, man, we just started catching up. So it was like, you know what? I was like, the doctor was like, yo, you got to take this serious, and, you know, things of that nature, change up your lifestyle, make some adjustments, boom, boom, boom. And I said, you know what? I ain't going to do no shows because I start taking all the medicines, and the medicines had me dizzy, all the damn side effects. I didn't want to be up on stage if I can't give it my 100. If I can't give it my all, I don't even want to be up there because I don't like playing on stage. Like some people play, you know what I mean? I'm giving it my all. I jump in the crowd. We turning all the way up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just wanted to do that. That's one. And then two, there's a lot of promoters who don't know what to do with me because I didn't go the radio route, and they like to book a lot of rappers who have radio hits. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, okay, if I book this rapper, he got a radio hit, the crowd might know that song, and it'll make it easier. You know, everybody have a good time listening to songs that they know. What am I going to do with Crook? Because I went the underground route. Once I saw that they was talking all that payola on the radio, and you got to pay for this and pay for that, I'm like, I'm not paying y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I found a way to exist outside of the system. You know what I mean? And I found a way to thrive outside of the system. But what I did is created my own community of followers and fans. So what the promoter don't know is, if I am booked on that stage with somebody who got a radio hit, I'ma still move tickets. It just ain't gonna be people who listen to the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Man, who listens to the radio now? Anyway, it's all about internet.
It's all about the internet. Streaming and stuff like that. Yeah. And then here's my other thing. My other thing is this. I don't really be tripping because I sit in my backyard and smoke cigars and just be chilling. I could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guarantee you got people who want to see you on that stage.
Yeah, they hit me every day on my social media. Man, when you go over here, when you go there. And here's the thing. I'm from that era of the real MC shit.
Of course you are.
You feel me? So it don't even matter if nobody never heard of me in their life. When I step on that stage, they gonna know who I am when I get done.
Leave your mark.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind working for the crowd. That's what I'm up there to do. I don't mind getting up there like, yo, you never heard me before? Hold on, man. Turn the beat off. Check this out. You feel me? And then right after that, turn on a beat that they familiar with. Watch me smoke this one. Then right after that, yo, everybody put your hands in the air. I guarantee all them hands is going to be in the air. We're going to rock that party no matter what.
And we want to see that. I know your work. People that's listening out there, man, if you know promote Crook about to get on the stage, man, we gonna have to get you somewhere.
Hey, bro,
you can't be from the West as powerful as you are, and all these shows, big ones, mediums, and they don't.
You don't see Crook.
No, you can't do that.
And you know what's so funny about that, man? I done did tours around the whole world, bro.
We know that.
I've done tours around the whole world. I've done Japan, Europe, Germany, Amsterdam, Paris, London, Australia, Canada, New Zealand.
Oh, you've been around the world now, yeah.
You feel me? I've been all around that motherfucker, man. And it's always trippy to get more support from the world than you do from your own coast.
Yeah, it's, I think we here on the West is spoiled, man, because out of 12 months out of a year, we got shows like crazy. Sometimes 2 and 3 going on in one night. Yeah. And it's like we so spoiled. It's nothing to just, I seen him last week, I'm gonna go see something this weekend and this weekend. Pretty much other cities and states don't get it like that, man. We do good out here with shows.
Yeah, for sure. We are spoiled. We get all the shows.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. So let me get straight to this here. A song called Boom Boom Clap.
Yeah.
A popular track.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you remember what album that song was it on? Did you do a video for it? Was it on a feature? Was it on the album you did? Or
Boom Boom Clap, dog, is a very innovative song because G-Funk was reigning supreme when I dropped that. Right? And I decided to get with my guy, bro, Jim Giddem, another Long Beach native. And I said, Jim, we gonna flip it. We can't do what everybody doing right now. So I said, let's bring the 808s back. This before trap music really took off with all the 808s. You know what I'm saying? At this point, 808s had been gone just a little while, 808's been around forever. And for those who don't know, the 808 drum is the boom, 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 boom. Like it's the boom, you know what I'm saying?
Coming out
of the trunk. So, I was like, we're going to do this song called Boom, Boom, Clap. And we're going to boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap. That's what it stood for. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, people was looking around like, this shit kind of hot, but it don't sound like what the West is doing right now. You know what I mean? But we did it. Came out dope, shot a video, invited the homies, to come through the video. We had a ball. We put it on BET Uncut because we had some, girls in there dancing in bikinis and all that. And
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And then, the crazy thing is BET was like, yo, if you take this out and that out, we want to run this song on our regular daytime video shows and programs because they was like, yo, we rocking with it. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, and this is where mentorship is very important for young artists. I was like, no, I got something better than that. You know what I'm saying? And instead of just cutting it up, taking them out, and letting them run that on Rap City, I said, no, I'm going to give y'all something better. Not having the kind of mentorship at that exact moment that I needed from a business standpoint. I should have went ahead and did what they asked me to because Rap City had a much larger platform, you know what I'm saying, than BET Uncut did. And anytime somebody is feeling something and they got offering you a bigger platform, you take it. Don't try to, get all fancy. I'm going to bring you something. Nah. You take that opportunity. You seize that opportunity. But I didn't do that. And then after that, we started working on the other stuff I was going to send them. And then we hit a couple bumps in the road on some other stuff. And I never got back around that year to sending them what I was going to send them. So it's just a lesson to be learned. But I love that song. A lot of people who support my music love that song. The video was on Uncut every single day, all night. And Jim Giddem helped. Well, he produced it, and I kind of helped him co-produce it. And yeah, man, all the homies was in that video, the young homies, man.
So was that that was just a single?
That was a single, man. That was coming off of an album called Boss Music. I never put Boss Music out.
What?
You know what I'm saying? That was gonna be on Boss Music. I never ended up putting Boss Music out. I ended up putting Apex Predator out a little later.
Oh, well, let's get to that. Let's get to Apex Predator. So you remember what year you did Boom Boom Clap?
I couldn't tell you. I think it was like, damn.
I know that's a lot. You got a lot of content though, so I can't even remember my passcodes and PIN numbers sometimes with a lot of stuff. So for all you KXNG Crooked fans,
they know.
Y'all know about Boss Music. So what about this? he did Apex Predator, right?
Apex Predator.
Okay, tell us a little bit. That came out in 2013.
Right.
And that was a great album. Did the album do good well as far as bread?
It did good, man.
No. I said as far as bread.
Yeah, it fed me, bro. Hey, you know what? The album fed me, but I was on a fast during the making of the whole thing.
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was on a juice fast from the intro to the outro. I didn't eat nothing making Apex Predator. I did a juice fast the whole time.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Was that just for the album, or it just happened to be within that time you was doing that anyway?
It was kind of both, because I was like, yo, I need to do a juice fast, and I had been filling my body up with a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I need to fast and kind of clean my system out. And then we started on the album, and I was like, you know what? Everybody always say you think a lot clearer when you fasting. And people say that, you know, these different thoughts come to you. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to fast through this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I ended up losing 27 pounds.
But the work came out good, though.
The work came out good. I ain't never doing that shit again. But it came out good, though.
So don't laugh at that. I'm laughing at what you said because I got him. But he said when you fast and, you know, blah, 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 right? What he was saying. I'm thinking about when you're in the hole on the yard and you solo bolo.
Yeah.
And you can think. You ain't got no distractions. You know what I mean? Your head's clear. You're thinking, you know, you're on a duress. But
your greatest moments when you're in solitary.
Yeah, when you're confined. When you're not, no one's interacting with you and your mind is clear. You can start thinking, you know, your mind starts to, you know, drift in and drift out about things, and you can clear some stuff up that you you should know, okay, when I get out there, I'm going to be able to do this. You know, so I can understand where you're coming from with that.
Oh yeah, that's it takes work to do that.
Yeah.
Up all night and in there for hours, and you just like, man, stomach.
Oh yeah. Never again, baby.
Oh yeah.
Did that.
So we got, you know, 50 years of hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you not a fan, you are hip hop. Because you was around when it's, you know, in the heyday when it came to the West. Everybody in the West was like, what is this?
Right.
You know, and it's fortunate you got to interview one of the kings, 50th greatest, Rakim.
Yes.
You got to do that. And also, you got to fast forward and interview M, which is one of the greatest in this business.
Yes, sir.
Marshall Mathers. Now, segueing into that, I know it came across you, the Melle Mel and the Eminem. What's your take on that?
Man, at first I was like, Melle liked to get on all these different podcasts and just talk shit. It was funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Because he'd be like, man, this motherfucker be easy to destroy. That motherfucker ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, that's just Melle Mel. You know, Melle Mel wrote the message. So he's going his name, his contributions are in concrete when it comes to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like he's forever in the books. You can't move that. You can't. Nobody, like I was talking to some of Eminem's, you know, his fans, they hit me up on Twitter sometimes and they talk to me, and one of them was talking about Melle Mel. He just made a big mistake. He's about to, you know, be erased from hip hop. I'm like, are you crazy?
No, that'll never happen.
That'll never happen. I don't care what kind of song my homeboy Marshall Mathers made.
Anybody could be erased from hip hop.
Yeah, but especially Melle Mel. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Don't push me." You know what I'm saying? I'm too close to the edge.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Hands and broken glass everywhere.
And
You know what I'm saying?
before that, remember he did the song "The Beach Street." Come on, man.
Come on, man. Like Melle. Yeah, Melle is in concrete. His legacy is straight. Everything like that, you know. And with that being said, I knew that there wasn't really a way that he could outclass Eminem lyrically. Not at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? Not at this point in time. You know, M is one of the greatest wordsmiths to ever put words together and to ever rap. So it's like I already knew that wasn't gonna happen.
And the thing about that is, man.
Excuse me. I can't just sit there and I hear you talking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to process this.
What about him?
I mean, I ain't saying him is trash. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying this is what he just said. When you viewers and listeners hear what he just said, run this backwards. Run it back, hear what he just said. Hell, I'll think about that about you.
Mm.
So you talking about yourself when you said what you said about him.
Well, I mean...
no, you catch that for a minute. Hold up. Just let that sit there.
I mean, we kind of cut from the same cloth of technical skills, like the way we approach writing. The way we approach writing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we come from the school of Rakim and Coogee rap, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we come from that school where it's like, you know, some people are gonna tell their story in this way, and then some people are gonna tell their story in that way. You know what I'm saying? Right. It might be the same story, but this person is telling it in a way that's very easy to understand, and this person is making it a little more complex to understand. You know what I'm saying? But they telling the same fucking story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when it comes to just sitting down and putting words, like if we just break down what rap is, rapping, not hip hop. Hip hop is the culture.
That's right.
Rapping is something that the culture produced. It create, you know, but when we just talk about rapping, right? You talking about rhyming words. If a person knows how to rhyme 10 words in one sentence, but this dude only know how to rhyme 2 words in one sentence, this dude over here is superior at rhyming words.
Right.
Now, the listener might not like to hear a nigga rhyme 10 words in a sentence. You feel me?
Yeah.
But he's still superior to this nigga when it comes to technical writing. Yeah. So I think what happens is a lot of the people who are listeners, they listen with a subjective ear and they say, okay, but I don't like how that sounds. And it's okay. All right, that's everybody. I could look at a painting and say, I don't like that painting. But the technical skill that it took to create that, I understand that he's more advanced than the person over here that might make a song that we all love even more than that song. We just talking technical skills. We're not talking about what we like. We just talking technical skills, the writing tools, metaphors, punchlines, cadences, syllable rhyming, all these different tools that's in a writer's box. Eminem has commanded great craftsmanship over the tools in an MC's box. He
agreed.
He has downloaded the art of rhyming, and he represents that. Melle is a pioneer,
which did the same thing.
Who did the same thing in his day.
Yes,
and I would even say it was harder for Melle to get to where he was at because his was an original thought. You feel me? When you just like on the streets, when you an original, that's different. You get this kind of status. You feel me?
Yep.
So he didn't have nobody to build off of, like, you know, it was just
what it is.
Came straight from him.
Yeah.
We all got him to look at and say, all right, that's how you did your 6-4. Now I know I could do mine better because I seen how you did yours.
See,
you know what I'm saying? So we could build off of that.
When you said the part about listening, I think that's the problem that not most, but some people have with Eminem. They're not listening. They're just seeing he's this white dude, so he can't. But that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair at all. Because remember Tina Marie?
Yeah.
You see how that worked out, huh?
Tina Marie was singing her ass off.
But remember her album cover, they didn't have her picture on it. Everybody thought she was a sister.
Well, think about it though. they used to put white people pictures on black people on album covers back in the 60s and 50s and 30s.
I remember
you know what I'm saying? When they was scared that black people couldn't sell the music to the white people, so they put the white people picture, and it's actually a black person singing. When they came into the arena of black American music, now they had to go through some of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That it flipped on them. You feel me? And at the end of the day, talent is talent.
Talent is talent. That's basically
that's all I'm saying.
That's
talent
basically
is talent.
what it is. And if you, when he first came out, even Dre said to DLC, he was like, you know he white. DLC was like, what? It's like, yeah, this is a white dude.
Yeah.
So we were kind of threw off, but at the same time, it was like, okay, who gives a fuck? The nigga hard.
I mean, it still ain't been a white rapper who has surpassed him lyrically.
Who cares? The dude is
But I'm just saying, there hasn't been another white rapper.
The dude is
so that tells you that his skill level is at a certain point. Because
of course.
If we getting close to 30 years and still ain't been another white rapper who surpassed him lyrically, you know what I'm saying? That lets you know. But here's the other thing though, when it comes to the Melle Mel shit. Melle Mel issued an apology.
Okay.
And I thought that was a classy move. He said, you know what, I apologize, you know, because he did a diss track. He made a diss song, right? And the diss song didn't have the impact that he wanted it to. So, and he came back and he apologized and he said, you know what? You know, it's 50 years of hip hop. This ain't what he's saying verbatim, but this is what the apology was like. 50 years of hip hop. Summing it up. Yeah, the 50 years of hip hop. And you know what? I was wrong to come at him like that. And he has real fans. And, you know, I've always said that he was dope and blah, blah, blah. And I just felt like, now that part, the competitive MC in me, I didn't want to see Melle Mel apologize. You said what you said.
Okay, just on that, check this out. Get him, not for the getting, but for the speaker on this. Do you feel by being his friend or business partner, however you want to word it, that you have to defend him or protect him when someone goes at him? They ain't saying crook, but they goes at him through the social media.
No.
You don't feel compelled at no form of fashion?
It depends on what it is, because
we're only talking about musically.
Yeah, if it's music, nah, because you know what I'm saying, he could do it himself. You know what I'm saying? He's capable. He's shown that. And the thing about it is, like, we have barbershop talk. So sometimes we just get into debates about all rappers. It ain't just him.
No,
you know
but I was talking about you.
But when it comes to me, you know, like, if somebody is dissing him, like, sometimes I have been like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not gonna go there, because I feel like as a guardian of the West Coast hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just allow everybody to just start getting out of hand without speaking my 2 cents, without voicing my opinion. Because, like, when they try to say that, you know, oh, he whack, or he not part of the culture and all that. I'm like, man, come on, get out of here with that shit.
So bottom line, he ain't gonna let him get packed out.
I ain't gonna let him get packed out.
He can fight his own battle, but they ain't gonna let him pack him out.
I ain't gonna let him pack
Okay, so check this out. So then let's go to Good versus Evil.
Yeah.
2016.
Yes, sir.
What about that album? That kind of album was something different right there. As far as I would say.
I was mad. Fumby. You know what I'm saying?
I think people who listen to that, they figured that out.
And politically and socially.
Yeah. I was mad.
Now you say you were mad. What got you to that point?
I wouldn't want to go on there.
You know what?
A mixture of stuff.
I'm gonna tell you.
The gumbo part of stuff.
It's a few things that made me mad, and one of them was Tamir Rice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That right there. When them cops rolled up on that 12-year-old kid in that park, man, and just jumped out and smoked him on camera, and walked off and just, gave him no, just laid him off with no pay or whatever they do to him, you know what I'm saying? They didn't go to do no time, nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just took that little black kid right off the streets in a pull up. That wasn't a drive by or walk by. That was a pull by. They pulled up, jumped out, and that was it. Assassination. You know what I'm saying? And I was so pissed off because I'm like, that's a 12-year-old kid, man.
Haven't experienced life, don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm not trying to. I'm gonna ask you this. Excuse me, I think I'm trying to pin him down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first time you ever seen it happen? Oh, no, not seen it. Heard it happen.
No.
Okay.
It's not, but
because I know some stuff that happened in the city.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, basically all the stuff.
Yeah.
And it took place right here. You from here, so you didn't. It's like, is it because it's on TV now or captured on video? Not just you, but maybe you because of the song, but not really you, but everybody.
Yeah.
The stuff that's going on has always been going on. It's just captured on video and streamed through all around the world.
Well, you know what happens. We've
not making it right to do it or see it or for it to happen though.
Yeah, no, I feel you. You saying that now we got all this technology, we can see everything that's going on all over the world. And I seen it before, you seen it before, you know what I mean? It's like, and we talk about it in the music before I've ever dropped Good versus Evil, I was dissing police brutality I was probably like 15 when I first started dissing the police in rap music. I was 15 or 14 when recording, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you get tired of, it's okay, enough is enough. Like, I just seen this, I seen that, I seen this, I seen that, I seen that. Now y'all just did that, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. It was just like, it all added up. And I said, you know what? The only way I'm going to be able to get this feeling out of me, this rage that I'm feeling, I need to go inside the booth.
You did that. That's what you did do. That's what you did do. Valley of Kings.
Yeah, that was a added bonus. See, when you independent, you'll put out, you can do what you want to. You don't gotta worry about what the record label's talking about. So you
add a song or subtract a song.
Yeah, I put out Good versus Evil and I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all like that? Here go 4 more joints. Valley of the Kings.
You ran it back.
Extension of the whole album. You know what I'm saying? And the album, like a lot of my fans and people, I don't really use the word fans too much. People who support me, they believe Good versus Evil is one of my classics because of the way that the album was put together. It was put together in a way to where it was like, we trying to shake society up, like wake your ass up. Because if you don't, this might happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just never know what could happen. So it's like holding a mirror up to society, man. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? And they were scared too.
So I'm gonna ask you this question here about your weeklies.
Yeah.
What was the process with you doing that every day for a whole year?
Okay, when I did the weeklies, man.
For 2019.
Oh, that was the second time I did it. So that was the second time, which was like 11 years after the first time. So I just wanted to know if I could do it because that's another thing. Like, you got to challenge yourself as a writer. You can't just expect everything to just come to you naturally. You got to challenge yourself. Yo, can you go in there and do that again? Because the first time I did it for me, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? It was like every time you got to go in there. If you're sick, if you got something going on with problems, you got anything, you got to be in there because once a week that got to come out. You know what I'm saying?
So you went every day putting that together. Yeah. Every day you went in the booth or recorded every day for Friday or Saturday, whatever the day you released it. Right, that's work.
Yeah, every day.
That's dedication.
Because I was also making albums and doing mixtapes at the same time. But every Wednesday I went into the studio and I did the joint, you know, for the weeklies. Every Wednesday, no matter what was going on, every single Wednesday, boom, I'm in there. Like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I had fevers, colds, this, that, and it's like, nah, we got to do it. And I was able to talk about what's popping at that point in time. So
this is basically was a diary.
Yeah, for me and just even what was going on in the world. Like, you know what I mean? People could look back and kind of see what was going on in the world through listening to the weeklies. You know what I'm saying? That year. If you want to know what was popping in hip hop that year, or you want to know what was popping in the world that year, go listen to the weeklies. You're going to hear it. I'm going to speak on it at some point. You know what I'm saying? The different things that was the current times. But yeah, it's just like, you know, and I also was trying to figure out, you know, I was trying to build my streaming catalog too at the same time, because I like to make more than one move. Like, I like to make a move that is many moves in one. You feel me? So I was like, you know what? Streaming is something new to dudes that, and I'm a rapper in my 40s now, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? When you in your 40s, dog, you're not playing on the same playing field you was playing on in your 30s and your 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's different. And,
sure is.
And I think rappers should embrace that. They scared of that. They scared to get older in the game. They scared because they keep telling them it's a young man's sport. So they scared.
Psychologically.
Yeah.
So, defeat
well, practice is, you know, in a sports theory, when you get older, doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just your approach is different. Your practice is different.
Right.
Your warm-ups is different. You know, things like that.
Okay, well, let's talk about Welcome to the Planet X.
Yeah, that was on Good vs. Evil.
Yeah, and it features Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem, man, he jumped on there and did like this whole little narration to the song when the song was coming on, man.
So he hosted it.
He did like this script, like this written script piece. Wow. You know what I mean? Because that Good vs. Evil, I had different voice actors on the album because I wanted it to be like a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, he played one of the parts. You know what I'm saying, in the movie, in the audio movie, and it was dope because, you know, a lot of I don't do no business with Marshall Mathers.
Gotcha.
I'm not on Shady Records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not on Interscope. I'm not on none of that. So all the stuff that I'm doing, that if I do something with them, this is all just because we cool with each other.
Oh, so basically what you're doing with us.
Exactly.
You're not a part of On the Line LLC. Right. You're not part of whatever.
Right.
You just you homies.
Yeah. That's it.
You know what's good about what you just said? That wasn't no microwave type stuff. That's something you have to build up. And when you build that relationship with somebody, you know, I can go, hey man, I got you, no problem.
Word.
You know, and that shows character. It's not always about you do this, okay, I'm gonna do this. Because later on down the line, it might come around like, oh, I got you, man. Remember that thing you did? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You just build that relationship. And these relationships will last way after the music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I agree with you, bro.
I'm gonna ask you this. So are you original backpack rapper? Or you consider yourself a backpack rapper at all?
Nah.
Or no? Or
I'm just an artist. I rap about life.
Are you you're not freestyle? None of that. None of those terms.
Well, there's some elements of, you know, backpack rap, I guess that they would call it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, gangster rap. I know, you know, hustler rap. Like they got all these different
reality rap, conscious rap.
Conscious rap. They got these different categories that they like to put artists in.
So you like Prince, man?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, no, like Prince. Prince didn't have no name no more. He just had a
symbol.
He was the artist.
Yeah, I'm the symbol out here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
So what I'm saying, you the symbol for the artist of rap. No matter no matter if it's trap music, if it's hip hop, or if it's what they got, all the stuff he just mentioned, drill rap, whatever, conscious rap.
I think, man, you know, I'm an MC.
Right, then you're just a symbol then, right? I mean, you're MC.
They, you know, I never wore a backpack and walked up into the hip hop joints like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, you know, but that's what the backpackers did. That's why they called it backpack. They used to come through this freestyle cypher with a backpack on. It was a jam sport.
Probably nothing in there.
You know what I'm saying? And they would come through and boom, 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 and they all had the back. That was the backpack rappers, and they used big words sometimes. So that's why a lot of people say, well, you might use big words sometimes too. So, you know, maybe, you know, they didn't know what to do with me because I came with some of the homies from the city to the cypher. And it wasn't
different.
Yeah, that was
stuff going on.
Yeah, that wasn't no backpack stuff going on.
Yeah. So you bring the homies. This is a little different right there. Getting gangster stuff going on, but So
pull up in some motherfuckers house shoes, and we used to wear cut off dickies to the cipher.
Hey, that's before they made them. You really cut them up with the strings hanging. All kinds of
So okay, are you considered a battle rapper?
I don't know why people would say that, man. People be saying that because I think you know what happened for me, man. I got invited to ciphers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to sit home and write songs and then go record songs telling stories. But then BET would say, can you come to this cipher and rap? So now I'm on BET doing freestyle cipher battle type shit, and people think, oh, you must be a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, they'll see me on the Wake Up Show with Sway and Tech when I did battle Chino. It wasn't really a battle, but that's what they called it. Me and Chino XL going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So those situations made people say, oh, that's what he is. And it's like, no. I just know how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm universal.
Yeah, don't.
I'm ambidextrous. With far as playing out the work hands. Yeah. Correct. Okay, then we'll so speaking about battle rap, what are you supposed to get in with as far as a battle with them battle rappers?
Yeah.
Is that still in the mix or that's off the table?
Well, it's off the table because really.
That's something you wanted to do, or what would that be?
I wanted to because I've been flirting with the idea of retirement. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you said that one time on the streaming show. So
so you know, I'm like, you know, I need to go in there and crack a few eggs, make a few omelets before I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as far as that goes, man, the company that was, you know, shout out to the company, man. And to no fault of their own, man. I just think that they had a lot of their stuff was tied up into cryptocurrency.
Oh, gotta keep pushing.
And when the cryptocurrency kind of crashed off, you know what I mean, the bag that they were supposed to, you know,
gotcha.
Supply.
Yeah, I put all mine out the Coinbase, Ether, and everything. I was out of there. As soon as the boy got to talking that crazy, let me get all that bread down by that quick.
Yeah, waste no time, huh?
No, we ain't doing that. You up there profiling and all that stuff. But something else I want to ask you about. Could you share some insight into the process with creating? You ever did the platinum album?
Huh?
You ever had a platinum album? Or been part of a platinum album?
Yes.
Okay, could you share some insights in the process of creating platinum and gold albums? What kind of challenges do you face doing these projects?
Well, the thing is sometimes you got a good idea. It depends on, like, if I'm working with Eminem on something with him, it's probably gonna go to platinum. You just kind of know because he got that crazy fan base. But when we was young and creating music, you didn't know if it was gonna go to platinum. So it wasn't. You don't go in there and say, you know, hey man, this gonna go platinum. So this is what I'm gonna say. Nah, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what it's gonna sell, and you try to keep that out of your mind and focus on the music. And focus on taking the people where you want to take them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start thinking too much about, I need to make a hit like this, I need to make a hit like that, now your album is just a playlist. It ain't really an experience. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we need it to be an experience. So yeah, we don't be thinking about that. We just go.
Got you. You have the opportunity to collaborate with many artists throughout your career. Is there any particular collaboration that stands out to you as being exceptional? Memorable, memorable, or influential.
Just stands out, dog. I had a lot of. I got to do a lot of. You know, I've been blessed. I mean, you know what? This one stands out to me just because of the story. Corrupt. Ooh. His album, "Streets Is a Mother."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was the first album that, you know, he went gold on that, independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest project. I think I was 19 or something like that or something. And, you know, I had to catch the bus. To
the session?
To the studio, yeah.
I had no car. Don't say Echo Sounds.
They recorded that at, We did some at Dad's house, but we did some at I think maybe Echo Sound, not Echo Sound.
Okay.
It wasn't Echo Sound, but wherever I caught it was Sound Castle.
Oh, okay.
It was Sound Castle Studio. It's not that far from Echo Sound either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I caught the bus from Long Beach. Then I get on the train. You know what I'm saying? The Metro, the Blue Line. And then you go down, get on the Red Line down there, downtown LA, and then you get off that and catch another bus. So I had to do all that, and I was thinking to myself, I wish I had a Navigator, because that's when the Navigator first dropped. You know what I'm saying? When the Navigator first dropped, I was like, man, I need a Navigator, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that truck. Long story short, in that album, I said, you know, I used to chase the paper because the loot would run from me. I had Navigator dreams and only bus money. You know what I'm saying?
You going to preach on it.
And, you know, that's how I really felt. And then about 7 months later, I bought a Navigator.
That's what's
Get
up.
the fuck out of here.
That's what's up. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Steady on in mind. Your music often tackles social issues and address social challenges. Can you talk about the importance of using your platform as a rapper to shed light on these topics?
I want people to think, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot of people that are taking part of the hip hop culture who didn't grow up like us.
Oh, yeah,
So we gotta inform them of the things that we go through and how we see the world from our perspective. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was homeless over there on Atlantic and Hill, across the street from Burnett, sleeping in a homie bookstore. You know what I'm saying? When he closed up, and you know, a lot of my homeboys started tripping out on all kinds of drugs, talking to themselves, walking down Willow, just gone. You feel me? We grew up in certain situations where we seen crime, violence, drugs, pimping, prostitution, you know, carjacking, jacking, flocking, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you can name, every drug that you can name being pushed, every terrible trauma that you could put on a community, we have suffered. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I gotta talk about that and express that, because while y'all dancing to this music, y'all don't understand our life. You know what I mean? So I want you to understand the person that you're listening to, your favorite rapper, whoever it is. I want you, you know, understand us and understand that we're not just out here glorifying everything either that's going on. You know what I mean? Because we need to take the next generation to another level. And we need to leave, you know, they say success leaves clues, but you know, one of the pillars of hip hop is knowledge. And we don't talk about that. When you know, one of the elements of hip hop is knowledge. We gotta share it with each other, just like they did in the ancient days when they sat around a campfire and shared a story and they passed it down to their grandkids and their grandkids and their grandkids.
Right.
We gotta do that, you know, on the mic. And when it comes to hip hop, MCs are the storytellers and the journalists, and we supposed to be out there in the field talking about what's going on. You know what I mean? And trying to open some eyes, bro, because you know, right now, in the mainstream, they don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? Them labels is up there benefiting off of kids talking about doing all type of crazy drugs and killing each other. And, you know, they putting life insurance policies on the kids because they don't even expect the kids to even live by the time the album drop.
Yeah.
So speaking of that music stuff, do you think sales make you a great rapper?
No.
Wow.
Because people think that. Oh, he sold
this amount. I don't care.
That don't mean nothing.
A lot of crack sold too.
Was a record label.
Fiends wasn't no damn good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, the whole thing is, I mean, and you know what's so funny? Because this is what we always say, and this dude always get thrown under the bus. Every time somebody say that, they be like, "So what? Vanilla Ice sold 14 million." You know?
Terrible, man. Terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, man, hold on. Eminem was great, but Vanilla Ice was terrible.
Of course.
Man, come on, you went running down the Ice, baby?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the song. No. The song was
Stop.
The song
Collaborating. Listen.
The song, Ice Baby. It was radio play. It was a hit, but. Was his pen like that?
No, that wasn't the case.
Could you put him?
Well, that was.
You notice he ain't never had no collaborations.
I don't know. I ain't really following that.
Stop. Collaboration.
Yes.
Let me say this. As an artist who has traveled extensively, how have you exposed to different countries, cultures, influence your music?
A lot. You know what I'm saying? Open my eyes up. But traveling, period. You know what I'm saying? Will open your eyes up. It don't matter if you just travel the states. It don't matter if you just travel your own state. You know what I'm saying? Like
go 2 cities over.
Go 2 cities over and get a different perspective on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, it opened my mind up a lot. Especially this for me to see hip hop's impact on all these different places. You in Italy, riding through Florence on a train and you see these graffiti pieces up on the wall and a b-boy holding a microphone wearing some Adidas, you know what I'm saying? And you way over in Italy and you like, wow, hip hop just really affected the world and impacted the world.
Have you noticed any specific way in which you travel internationally experience, with your international experience, has shaped your artist style?
My style was already what it was kind of by the time I got to travel the world. You know what I'm saying? Now I do try to build up on my style every every year. I hope to get better. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my style, I kind of had my style already crafted. You know what I mean? By the time I hit over the pond. Okay, so can you tell us anything about the upcoming project that you're excited about? And what can fans expect from you in the future musical endeavors? Okay, yeah, so Suburban Crook is an EP that I made, man. And what I did is, I said, what is life like for a rapper in his mid-40s who lives in the suburbs? So is that music or that's content? That's music. So in my community still buys hard copies. They collect them. They collector's items. Oh, so it's not a USB drive. It is a CD. It's a CD. They collect them. You know what I'm saying? And then what I did was, once you bought the hard copy, the autographed hard copy as a collector's items, you get the link to a digital version of it. So then they get to put the digital version on their phone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's a nice move. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. So Suburban Crook is just an EP, man, that I put out, and I didn't want to stream it because. Yeah, get your bread off of it. Yeah, streaming is 0.3 cents per dollar. Yeah, you ain't lie. So I'm asking you this question about the song called No Sleep Gang. Yeah, Cardo. Talk about that. Produced by Cardo. You know what I'm saying? Cardo got wings. Shout out Cardo, man. He's a really a great producer. It's just the lifestyle of being in the studio all night grinding and not getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's like serving. Yeah. And it's speezy. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay, yeah, I totally understand that. You know what I'm saying? No sleep. From my day from many moons ago. Many moons. Gotcha. Okay, what about If I Was Dre? Are you referring to Dr. Dre, what producer Dr. Dre? Rap producer or producer? Yeah, one of the Aftermath producers at the time, DJ Silk, gave me a beat for me to do some stuff for my own solo album. And when I heard the beat, I was like, this beat hard. I said, this is like a beat Dr. Dre need to rap on. And I went in the booth, I was like, but if I was Dre, what would I say? And I did some shit. And I sent it over to Dre, and he was like, man, this shit's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So originally, my mind was, all right, well, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? Go say all that, and that's your song. That's you. You know what I'm saying? Baby. But I ended up putting it out like, you know what? As a kind of like saluting Dr. Dre and the things that he's accomplished in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on showing the OGs respect, the hip hop OGs respect on the West Coast. I'm big on that because without them, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Yeah, they went through a lot. They went through a lot. I mean, they went through just for us to have the right to use profanity on records, they was in court and doing all kind of shit.
Even the right to be independent.
The right to be independent, or just even blazing the trails at radio and making sure that radio respected rap music and making sure that, you know, concert venues allow rap music. Like they paved the way for everything. And nobody talk about them, dog. Nobody don't talk about Toddy T, Mixmaster Spade, you know what I'm saying, King T. You know what I mean? Nobody don't talk about them. And it's like, I feel like that's a crime to me. That's a travesty. You tripping. You not talking about the people who laid the foundation. You don't got respect for the game then, if you ask me. So, you know, boom. Anytime I get to salute those who kick the door open so I could come through and feed my family with this, you know what I'm saying? I take that opportunity very seriously and I do it and I salute them all the way to the, you know, fullest.
Gotcha. Junior.
I'm here.
Got anything you want to ask? I'm hitting with a couple more right there.
Man, you know, just musically stuff, man. I'm in the era where soundtracks was like everything.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I miss. Because the soundtrack could be like that individual album you just gotta get. You know, when Murder Was the Case, the soundtrack to Menace.
Man.
I mean, you know, Above the Rim.
Man.
Like, I mean, you know, it
19 Tree compilation should have been a movie.
You think that's ever gonna come back?
Well, I think the problem is, in my opinion, bro, they kind of do it a little bit because I know Kendrick did the whole Black Panther, the last Black Panther movie. I think he did.
Right.
He oversaw.
Wakanda.
Yeah. I think he oversaw that whole entire soundtrack. It just needs to be more people who are of the culture making the decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dealing with people in the movie space right now, and when you look at the people that they got making decisions over the soundtrack, it ain't the right people, and that's the reason why. And that's the reason why we ain't had no classic hip hop soundtracks in a long time, because all of the people that's making the decisions about what kind of music should go on the soundtrack, they don't know shit about shit.
So you need more of people like yourself there.
Oh yeah, I do it. I put together some crazy shit.
So the higher ups need to contact King Crook and go on and put me on.
Yeah, because I mean, look, man, you just named classic. You name soundtracks that's almost as important, or if not, or equally as important as the movie was.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That is right.
When you say, you know, Boys in the Hood, you gonna think growing up in the hood.
Poetic justice.
You know what I'm saying? You say poetic justice, you gonna be thinking, you know, my definition of a thug. You know what I'm saying? You say Above the Rim, you gonna think Dog Pound and Big Pimpin' and all that. Come on, man. You say Murder Was the Case. And that's the thing. It's like that feeling can only be restored by people of our cloth. You know what I'm saying? That it can't be restored by this. Whoever you got up there in that office up in there, and you know, we're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. So you need somebody of the culture, and you know, once they understand that, we'll start getting classic soundtracks again.
Now, remember there was a thing going around called cancel culture.
Yeah.
But you can't cancel the people who invented the culture, right?
No.
So
can't cancel them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't cancel me. I am the culture.
Yeah, they try though.
That's called anarchy and chaos.
Yeah, they gonna try.
And with hip hop, you know, they didn't think it was gonna last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
You know, you had people running over the tapes. You had Dolores Tucker and all these people, and these people are nowhere to be found. But hip hop is still here.
Right here.
And hip hop and hip hop made not only money for the hip hoppers and the artists, but other businesses. You got hip hop on McDonald's commercials now. You got car dealerships they made sound systems just for music. So you don't really gotta go to the local swap meet to put beat in your car, because some of the cars come with them now, so they can play hip hop music.
Yeah.
They even got hip hop in colleges as classes.
Better believe it. Yeah, I'm in one of the anthologies that they got in Yale. You know, they kept together and they did this whole anthology of hip hop lyricists. And they put me in it, and
that's where you really.
Hold on, excuse me a second. All viewers and listeners go look that up. I'm gonna go look that up.
That's a huge move, man.
Professor Adam Bradley I believe, was in charge of that. Professor Adam Bradley. He also has a book called Rhyme Poetics that he wrote. He's a professor, but he's a hip hopper. And you know what I mean? He making sure that the people that really, you know, put in work get recognized.
Archived.
And get archived for sure. That's what it is.
That's what's up, man.
And you know, 50 years of hip hop, bro, like, dog, 50 years. You know what I'm saying? I started at 8. You know what I'm saying? And so I seen a lot of eras go by.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
and come back.
Yeah, and come back. And you know, I've been on the front line for the hip hop culture, you know, consciously knowing what I'm doing for like 30 years. You feel me? I dedicated 30 years of my life to pushing this hip hop culture the way I seen my family members, brothers, cousins, and homies push what they believed in.
And hip hop,
see what I'm saying?
Is a culture to where, you know, every coast has their hip hop culture, but out here, you know, our culture was, you know, the Raider hats, the dookie chains, the jackets, you know. Yeah, you know, then
you forgot the stop out boots.
Yeah.
Those, you know, you had all you had rappers, you know, rap like this. Remember, you know, you had the then you had the African medallions, then you went with the dreads.
Vinyl.
You had all these different eras of hip hop. It's just to see. My first hip hop tape I ever bought was the Fat Boys, man, and to see this was like 84, 85 or something like that.
Fat Boys,
in jail
without the bill.
Yeah, man, underrated group. Underrated.
Well, they did the movie here in Long Beach.
The Disorderlies?
Yeah, right here in Long Beach.
Yeah, I know. That was my first hip hop tape, you know, but the era has just came so far, man, and it granted so many opportunities.
It changed
for
everything.
People can draw. You know, you could do your album cover like, you know, like y'all, Joe Cooley.
Oh,
from y'all city.
Yeah,
Joe Cooley.
Joe Cooley. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you know, just man.
It changed the economics of the hood.
Oh yeah.
It came through and said, guess what? Here's something else that you guys can use to pay bills, feed your families. You don't gotta be a rapper. You could be a promoter.
That's
you could
true.
be a manager.
Yep.
You could be a producer.
You could be a sound man.
You could be a sound man.
You can be a
security.
Yeah,
you could be cameraman. Now you could be podcaster.
Exactly.
You feel me? And hip hop came through and it changed the whole economic situation, because imagine when you pull that away, all you're gonna replace it with is more drugs, blah, blah. We gotta get the money somewhere. So
And they ain't gonna do that because it's people who make way more money off of hip hop than the actual artist itself.
Oh man, the artists be the last one.
Oh yeah, of course. You know.
Hey, look, you about to get us cut off there. He's talking this talk.
Yeah,
right?
they start talking that real talk.
You can't lie to the people.
Yeah,
man.
but I'm just saying, you gotta know who runs YouTube.
Hey,
Who the
man, hey,
CEO
look,
of YouTube.
Okay, well,
I don't want to get into
people out
trouble.
there, they know.
No, that's something everybody know.
Okay. That's public information.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this
Yes.
before we get out of here.
Yes,
Stop filming. Anything you want the viewers and the listeners and your fans or your community to know about King Crook?
Really is
merchandise.
I've been pushing the health in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that that's very necessary. When I came out and started talking about the things that I was dealing with, a lot of rappers behind the scenes hit me up and they said they were dealing with the same type of things, taking a lot of medicine, doing all this other shit. So my thing is, let's start making it all good and cool to take care of yourself. Other than that, I've been talking about mental health too for the artists, because a lot of the up and coming artists are going through a lot. They're going through a struggle. It's hard to get popping. You know what I'm saying? And it fucks with your mind as an artist when you sitting in there, you working a 9 to 5, and you go in there and try to get your studio time. You know I was there. I used to have to catch the bus to Carson, and you know I used my GR check. You know what I'm saying, or some money I done scraped off the curbs, and go in there and book 12 hours and then try to do the whole fucking album in 12 hours, looking at the clock like, damn, I only got 5 songs left. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, all this type of shit that you do to stress, and then seeing other people, you know, so successful, and now you gotta really look at that on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, and all you see is other people, and you comparing yourself to them, and comparison is the thief of joy, so now you can't even be happy, and it's like, it's a lot for artists coming up. So all you artists out there that's coming up right now, protect your mental health, you know what I'm saying? Try to figure out, go get you some mentors. Go, and if you can't find one that you could talk to in real life, get you a virtual mentor. Go look at these people that's giving out game on Instagram, YouTube, and all that, and get your mind out of that environment that it's in right now, because the only way you're going to be able to create your way and get out of the system is through creation. They say the system was designed to keep you working, so you can't create, because creating is the only way to beat the system. So we got to come together on that level, and then other than that, you know what I'm saying? Chris Corner on YouTube, King Crooked on IG, Crooked and Triago on Twitter. I'm on Thread, King Crooked. I'm on Facebook, King Crooked. And, you know, just holler at me, I'll holler back. You know what I mean? I'm over here with the homies, man.
For sure. That's it for our third co-host right there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If you go look at all the old, in our other episodes.
Everybody watching this, send us 1,000 apiece. No, I'm just
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. We need a loan up here. We need a loan up here.
Working men, man. You understand me?
We need a loan. We ain't.
All right, yeah. Check all you like, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share. Check out that audio version of this podcast as available. All right, Cook, we out of here, yo. Shoot.
Every day I wake for like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speaking peace on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day 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 on the line. Every day